Welcome back to the next game on Arena 1v1 between Darknoob and TaToH. The series continues. Not sure how many games between the two players it took or how many they played, but they turned out to be interesting so far. Darknoob, being an HT player and former, actually holding a good fight against TaToH, in my opinion at least. So let's see how this game is going. Spanish against Magyars. Interesting civilization matchup, as Spanish are considered a very good civ on Arena. Magyars, well, they got their strengths, I guess, but not really an arena civilization. And I'm really interested to see how TaToH is going to play this. To be honest, I'm expecting Arbalest here. As Spanish don't have any form of archers, they can go for fully upgraded lead skirmishers, obviously, and they have some good options. But Arbalest are quite strong as an early Imperial Age opening. And I think TaToH should be able to go for like some light cav in Castle Age if needed, go for a very decent boom and try to open with fast Arbalest here to follow up with potentially elite Magyar Hussars, maybe Paladin even, maybe just some trash units, some siege. I'm not sure about it. As far as I remember, Magyars don't get siege ram. That would be actually quite nice for him. But okay, let's find out. Let's see how the map is looking like, and then maybe can discuss more strategies that I don't know about. We have the main gold and the main stone both forward, which is not good for him. Second gold on the right hand side is outside, as well as the second stone and the third gold. It's on the far side, at least something, but that might be important later on. I imagine a castle from TaToH somewhere around here, maybe even some walls would be really good. Also really close here. Then again, we have 2 extra golds inside TaToH's base. TaToH did not scout the extra golds, he didn't send the scout as far, or maybe it was the sheep, but I imagine he might be able to find those later on. And oh, I hope this is not going to be a trash, but it's possible. Let's quickly go for Darknoob's map and like ignore that there's going to be a feudal age coming up very soon. Main gold for him forwardish. On the side, actually on the far side forwardish, so not too bad. Second gold. Third gold and main stone safe in the back. This is all really nice, and looks like it might actually, there's actually a possibility it's not going to be a trash game. Second stone forward outside, one really close to his base. Did I see this one? No, this one is closer to TaToH, but they are again quite close here. TaToH starting to lure the deer, or actually finishing the deer, which were outside. How about Darknoob's deer? Did I see them? I guess they were somewhere around here. Looks like they were forward but inside. So Darknoob actually with a very decent map in my opinion. Another really close to space, then has one in the neutral zone, extra stone, extra berries, it doesn't really matter. And I'm really happy to see that TaToH is not going for the trash here, instead 27 population, feudal age, 5 farms up and running. The deer are all gone in, I think it was 3 of them probably, and now TaToH might continue to scout a little bit here, I'm not sure. He's gonna have the scout advantage once he's in feudal age. He is faster to feudal age, that's one point, but he's gonna have that free blacksmith upgrade on the attack, so there's gonna be 3+1 attack scout, and that makes the Magyar scouts in light cav quite strong here. Not sure which one is better in Castle Age, a Frank or a Magyar light cav. Don't recall me on whatever, but I think the Franks might still be stronger. We have Mark and Blacksmith coming up though. For TaToH is not going for barracks, he is not going for stable units. I'm a little bit surprised about this, to be honest. Let's see, for Darknoob with the Spanish, he is on stone, so we're gonna see an early castle and probably Conquistadors immediately, maybe a few monks here and there to get some relics in. The question is it going to be a boom game, 30 population for him, or are we gonna see a relatively fast imp to try and get some like early age advantage once again? And go for trebuchets, for Conquistadors, maybe for 12 range monks, something like that. And we have Darknoob with the main mining camp on that third gold in the back here. I guess it makes sense somehow, but the main gold seems to be quite safe. 5 villages on the main stone. Advantages, if he does not want to continue with the stone gathering, he could send the villagers to gold and don't have a lot of idle time. So maybe that's the idea behind Darknoob's action here, as he's sending the villagers now towards the main gold. We might see a TC here too. We have TaToH to Castle Age already, with the monastery coming up, a TC on the main gold, and another TC on the woodline here in the back. Looks all quite decent. The berry villagers just finishing, and TaToH is catching them immediately. Really nice for him to know exactly when the berry villagers need to be moved, both are coming in for both players. And we have a siege workshop and a castle coming up from Darknoob. Of course, with Spanish, it's 4 villages is actually enough to get that castle up in a reasonable time. Wheelbarrow on the way, and the first Conquistadors coming up. The gate here makes sense to go for that. No monastery yet. Looks like Darknoob wants to go really aggressive now, and he is only on 1 TC. He's probably gonna stay on 1 TC here. 7 villages on gold, and 3 of those villages were on the main stone before. So actually it makes sense to go at the back here. There's 3 Conquistadors now, and Darknoob is saying I need to get them out fast, so let's open the vault, let's close it later on. We have Mangonel heading towards the TC on the main goal. I think even the fact that Darknoob doesn't see the TC is not really important, as there's the main goal that's probably gonna be taken sooner or later. Ooh, and the Conquistador is going in because the gate is open. Scout Cavalry somehow was able to go underneath that gate. Nice conversion here from TaToH. The gate is closed and the Conquistador is down, but we have another one left up actually, so nice conversion still. Not sure we have Mangonels hitting the TC, wrong away from TaToH. 2 monks trying to get a conversion in, but no, not this time. Ooh, and this tower is up in time. That was... Maybe Darknoob needed to focus on the villagers, but I think going for the monks wasn't a mistake here. And now is saying, I got 4 Conquistadors, I'm going to try to raid as much as possible. TaToH is sending villagers to the TC, he's got a few idols here, but he's going to be fine, he's not going to lose too many of them. Fletching also coming up. And the tower defense, as I was told, is very strong against monks, might even be good against Mangonels and Conquistadors. Once those are guard towers, I think TaToH should be fine, more or less. Thing is, if Darknoob is going for a castle forward, then we might see a very tough game for TaToH this time. Darknoob, 3 Mangonels now going to attack that watchtower, and you can see it here. HP is going down really fast. Also, Darknoob is saying, I have a villager forward, so I'm gonna keep Mangonel repaired. And the guard tower upgrade is done, but the guard tower, the first one here, is going down, and it looks like it should go down with the next volley. That's 4 Mangonels, but only 3 are hitting. Now 1 is down. There it is. We have 1 guard tower finished. We have finished off, let's call it like that. We have 4 monks waiting behind the other guard tower here. 2 relics inside, and TaToH has the same amount of villagers as Darknoob. Darknoob not going for any extra TCs. I'm wrong here. 1 TC on the main gold makes sense. Enough space for a few farms around the TC as well. He put them down really fast. There's a siege workshop coming up behind the guard tower, another guard tower coming up next to the monastery, those houses. So TaToH actually for now, I think is fine. He is not too high on enemy resources, but he's got those 4 monks still around to make sure Conquistadors won't have an easy time to go and do some damage inside TaToH's base. Darknoob, in the meantime, a lot of gold in the bank, and I think he should be able to go up to Imperial Age very soon. Provided he's continuing, he's stopping the Conquistador production, which is actually happening. He's going for a few more villages. He could buy some food, sell some wood maybe, and go for the Imperial Age now. The question is it worth it? Is it a better idea to go for Imperial Age, try to go for trebuchets here, or do you want to go for more Castle Age army, maybe for forward castle here? The thing is, TaToH is not far behind when it comes to the Imperial Age click. He's going to be able to click up in a very reasonable time as well. He's only stone with 4 villages to get a castle up of his own. There's an outpost now, and those monks are still looking good. Nice attack on the Conquistador, but at the same time the Mangonel went down, and it's 2 more conversions here. Imperial Age click coming in from TaToH even before Darknoob, but it's only 3 seconds. It's pretty much nothing. Now TaToH, I think, no, he spent some stone. I was not sure if he sold some of it. And there's the castle coming up, but that castle could have been a lot better if Darknoob didn't lose the ground here. And this castle is not going to be able to hit the main goal. It's going to be a very good aggressive castle, but is it going to be enough? That's the question. TaToH is immediately sending villagers to take some more stone, as he wants to get a castle up of his own. He wants to get a defensive trebuchet. He's gotten another TC here. And killing that wolf fast, very nice to see. Also Magyars killed that wolf with 1 strike, so it didn't really need to garrison. I guess it was an instinct for him. Castle coming up next to the main goal between those 2 guard towers, 3 guard towers actually, and that's the perfect spot here. But we have the Imperial Age coming up, and no, the castle is gonna be up before Imperial Age coming in. We have Conquistador production still going, and now we're gonna see the trebuchet fight. Darknoob doesn't have enough wood to go for even 1 trebuchet. I think, did he buy some? Yes, he bought some wood. Trebuchet coming up here, another trebuchet coming up at home, and that means he should have the trebuchet advantage. Plus, he has the better military units for now. At least he's got the better production going. Block printing away from TaToH. Very important to see the Magyars have the block printing upgrade for the 12 range monk TC coming up outside on that 2nd stone. Very important for him. He's moving around to maybe get another relic in, maybe try to get some conversions. As you can see, that's the first trebuchets, but the trebuchet advantage for Darknoob, as he has 3 trebuchets now against only 2 from TaToH. TaToH has the village advantage here. He can use a lot more villages to repair this castle, and the question is, what can Darknoob do when the castle went down? There's still guard towers around, but I think with 9 Conquistadors is not enough. Maybe with like 12, 15 15, something like that, he could go in. But like this, it's going to be a little bit more trebuchet fight, and the Conquistadors are actually getting dropped out of that castle. The castle is going down. Darknoob did not have enough repairs here. He's now transitioning into elite skirmishers. Really interesting choice. Not sure what happened to the monks here. Was it 3 or 4? I thought it was 4 monks, but maybe one got killed. Not sure. Trebuchet is now moving around, want to get some vision in, and I think, yeah, that's a good attack on the monastery. Crossbow and ballistic sprays are coming up from TaToH. There's the arbalest attack that I was expecting. Not in that way, but of course Darknoob went for a very aggressive game, so you can't really plan on this. 2 trebuchets, 3 trebuchets defending. The monastery should not go down here as that trebuchet is under heavy attack. And there it is, bye-bye. We bring Archer and Elite Skirmisher upgrade coming up. The TC on the outside is falling, quick mining camp coming up. Also, TaToH is getting yet another relic in from the outside. And the problem for him is he still did not discover those extra golds. And I'm a little bit disappointed about this, because TaToH definitely could use this gold. He's got enough stone for another castle, which he maybe should put up behind the main gold, not sure. He could put it up in front of it, and he's going outside. So he is confident that he's got enough arbalest to actually get that castle up. And he decided against the castle in the middle, instead go for the castle to protect the second stone and that second gold. I like this idea. I think he should be able to defend with military units in the middle. Also, he's got 2 more guard towers here. One is going down, that's not a big problem. Mangonel's moving forward to attack these trebuchets. Nice attack here. When those traps are all going down, that's 2, and that's number 3. Bye-bye. And Mangonel coming in from TaToH, and the 2 Mangonels are falling. But now guard tower, I think that one was getting repaired. Is it a new one? I guess, no, it's a new one, I think. Elite Skirmish is falling to that Mangonel. This one is getting repaired, but the Conquistadors are moving in now. And that means no more Mangonel around. The Arbalists need to go back here. Chemistry and Heavy Plow on the way. Darknoob is still putting up a lot of pressure, and he's got 96 villagers, so he has a decent economy behind this. That town center, though, not going up, as TaToH is using the converted Conquistadors to stop the villagers from getting a free TC here. And I think TaToH might be close to discovering more extra golds inside his base. He's also going with the TC on that extra stone, and the wolves are going down fast, obviously. And the elite skirmishers are not really a match against the Mangonels. Conquistadors still around, but only 1 castle for Darknoob. It's not going to be enough. He's got a lot of gold in the bank, but he's not going with any strong military units. And I think transitioning to Cavalier now would be really strong. Problem is, it costs a lot, and the Conquistadors might even be the better choice at this point in the game. Not sure about it. Masonry and archer armor. TaToH not with a villager military advantage, but with a villager advantage, and he's got those arbalest plus elite skirmishes now. A few of those Conquistadors doing a lot of good damage here, and we have Darknoob with more and more elite skirmishers. Actually, they're working for now. Mangonel or 2 doesn't really matter too much, and I think the fights are still good for Darknoob. Also is going for Caprams now, but he doesn't have that really good army that could finish this off, and the Conquistadors here are still doing a lot of damage as well. The Cavalier transition would have been really, really strong, but it doesn't happen, and now Siege Ram on the way instead of like strong military units, and I'm not really happy with the Siege Rams here, as there is Mangonels on the field for TaToH, and he can go for more. I think you need a lot of those Siege Rams to be able to do some damage. Also, no more Conquistador production from Darknoob. Maybe you should have gone with monks here, actually. Hand cannoneers, not really. It's an option in theory, but practically there's too many elite skirmishers around. But imagine a few Cavalier now striking here, and then maybe Conquistadors could go in and do some damage. Like this, it's only elite skirmishers, it's a pretty weak unit to go for the attack. It's more of a defensive unit, and TaToH is giving a lot of time to actually get his economy fixed, get now to build some stables, chainmail armor on the way, and it looks like Darknoob finally doing the same thing. Do we see any stables for him in the back here? A few more coming up in the front. I think those were a little bit older. Not sure when he built them. TC finally went up, and there's an outpost coming up, so TaToH is going to see everything here. It's going to see the stable, sending a trebuchet to hit that TC, and a castle coming up to cover that stone, more or less at least. If this castle is going up, then Darknoob might be in trouble, as there's a new front where TaToH could go for the attack. Also, TaToH a lot more military units now. The Siege Ram not really doing enough damage, and Darknoob needed to go for a stronger military unit, which he did not do. Could have gone champions, not really. I think the Cavalier was really an option here, and then maybe transition into something else. Not sure about it. Those 2 stables are up, but for how long? That's the question. It's going to be light cav only. So, yeah, Hussars possibly, but that's it. And we are in a game that should not live off trash units, but it's actually the fact that we are seeing a lot of elite skirmishes here. We're going to see Hussars from both players, probably Conscription and Cavalier only now bit too late in my opinion. That's not too good. C-Trams moving forward, but it's not gonna be enough here. TaToH, I think, has the advantage now. He's even moving in, that's because Darknoob overchopped. Lightcav actually doing damage on the Conquistador, so I think Darknoob should be fine, but he's sending Lightcav away. What's happening here? A bit more Lightcav raiding on the other side as well. And there's the Elite Skirmishers fighting underneath the castle, but why not? The Sea-Trams actually taking a little bit of that arrow fire, but not enough apparently. And that castle is quite strong. Another trebuchet to hit Darknoob's castle. And I'm not sure what Darknoob did wrong, but I think he was too passive. At one point in the game, very expected Cavalier, and that may have cost him the game. Also, TaToH, a very strong opponent, of course, and TaToH is now population capped by Darknoob on 170 roughly, but TaToH has that military advantage. He's got the map control, and he's finally going to find the extra gold. You can see one of them already. You can see both of them, and that means more safe gold to take, more easy resources that you don't need to defend. And TaToH is the one who's going for Paladin upgrade now, sending a lot of Hussars, going with the cap drums here because he doesn't have siege drums, but it's going to be enough as he has so much support. And that castle is still getting attacked by the trebuchet. The stable is going down, and looks like Darknoob is losing more and more ground. He's still on 130 villagers, so his economy is still going, but he can't really use all the resources that he's getting. Not sure what he's even producing. Is he still going for Elite Skirmishers? I don't know, I didn't see it now, but it was pretty clear this game is GG. Cavalier and soon to be Paladin moving in, and Darknoob, I think, missed this opportunity. Maybe, I might be wrong here. I'm not the expert, I'm just the caster, but he might have had a chance to go for Cavalier here, or maybe even some monk stuff, but Cavalier should be easier. Try to do the damage and then try to move in, try to like go for a raiding, go for another castle, something like that. Did not happen. TaToH was able to win this game. It was a tough one for him too, in my opinion at least, but I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next games then. GG.